was your weekend, kid?
Let's put the feelers out. Yeah, it was good. To be honest, I was working on Saturday night, so I was working on
saw that.
And I was trying to keep an eye on everything that was happening in the Champions League, and you
didn't miss much as a game. I have to inform you, you didn't miss much as a game.
I've gone back and watched the highlights since.
Yeah, that must have taken you 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it did. Lukaku must have woken up the next morning thinking, "Oh, what have I done?"
Oh no, I thought he's a bit unlucky with the header. You know.
Yeah,
I do because he
straight
kinda,
2 yards out, straight down to the keeper.
I know, but he heads it right. He's kind of backing off a wee bit. No, he should be scoring, but I've got a little bit of sympathy with the header because the header, I don't think the keeper knew much about the header. Other one he should have scored with. But no, listen, the quality of the game wasn't good, but I think we're all delighted Man City won, you know, because some of the performances they've put in over the season have been fantastic. They've been brilliant, really, really excellent. And, you know, my mate and his wee boy and a lot of good pals were over watching the game, so I was pleased for them because, and you know, after it they were all delighted with the atmosphere and things like that. A couple of them saying, "Oh, we didn't play that well," and I'm like, so what? You know, finals in particular aren't about playing well. They're about winning the game, winning the cup. Would you rather have played well and not won the game? Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So no, delighted for them. Congratulations. But as I said to my mate on the phone on Sunday, it didn't just have the same drama as the last final I was at in Istanbul, but Man City definitely deserved it.
You're right, actually. Where you might not be right is that we're all delighted to see them win. That comment, there'll be people listening this morning, specifically maybe Manchester United fans, that will be going, no.
I get that.
We're not delighted.
Of course, I get that. But at the same time, I mean, you can't argue it's been a good week for the top flight in England with Man City and West Ham. So, but I do understand the rivalry. I get that.
Hey, we haven't been on air. Well, I haven't anyway, to say congratulations to West Ham fans since they won, obviously.
Yeah.
So well done, you guys, as well. Listen, I've just enjoyed watching all the celebrations over the weekend. They've been wild, Ali.
It's been great, hasn't it? Hasn't it been great?
Honestly, I don't think they've stopped yet.
I know, if there was a camera in my garden, you would have enjoyed them as well, because we just celebrated for 48 hours. We've not been celebrating any football or anything like that. We've just been celebrating.
Have you had another barbecue?
Yes. Honestly, the weather's been brilliant. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Saturday went up to Loch Lomond, played 18 holes of golf at Loch Lomond, and if there was a better course in the world to play on Saturday than Loch Lomond, I wouldn't believe it. Honestly, God, would you? The course and the weather, the views, the scenery, it was absolutely fantastic. Oh, and by the way, all the cricket boys in England lads were there.
No way.
Yeah, they were. So I had a bit of a chat with Johnny Bairstow, Stuart Broad, and Jimmy Anderson, the boys.
Wow.
They were all up having a game of golf, preparing for the Ashes. They were in good form. They were in great form, the boys. So had a brilliant weekend.
Oh, amazing. I'm just having a look at the news, actually. Kevin De Bruyne confirms his hamstring injury. Obviously went off, about 30 minutes, was it, Ali, in the final?
Yeah, you could see it.
Very disappointing for him. But like you say, like for some of those players that say, I saw Jack say I didn't have the best game and all this sort of stuff in the final. Look, these are the guys that got them there in the first place. Yep. So even though De Bruyne had to come off, look, where would they be without him?
Correct.
I have to ask a quick question about the Ballon d'Or, Ali.
Yes.
Who's your Ballon d'Or winner?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you've thrown that at me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very difficult probably not to give it to Haaland for all his goals, but I'll need to think about that.
Have a little think.
Yeah.
Have a think.
I mean,
that's
a
while away, but
yeah.
I just saw people talking about it between Messi and Haaland, and I was just thinking, for me, honestly, it would have to be Haaland.
I'm the same.
Because I know the World Cup is the World Cup, but what has he done? He's done Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, top scorer in Europe, top scorer in the Premier League, PFA Player of the Year. Was it PFA or was it the Football Writers Player of the Year? I think he got the Young Player of the Year as well. So he's almost done like a clean sweep.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. I just think, wow. I'd definitely have him win it. I mean, I went from like maybe to definitely in the space of like, I don't know.
No, but I think
5 seconds.
there's no. You've got the thing is with City in particular, who have been the team in Europe this year. The thing about, you look at City and they've got 4 or 5 players that have had outstanding seasons, but maybe not one. You know,
stand out.
Yeah. Could you say Gundogan's been better than De Bruyne? Has he been better than John Stones or Diaz? Have they been better than Jack? You know what I mean? There's maybe a question mark there, but the one thing you can't argue about is the fact that Haaland's goal return and goal tally has been absolutely obscene.
Exactly.
So,
you break all the records, then
yeah.
surely what more do you have to do? Break
No,
all
I'm
the
with you.
records, pick up all the silverware.
Yeah.
But it's
I was
Messi and
just-
it's the World Cup. But
Yeah,
still,
and I was just thinking, is there anybody else apart from that? Not really.
No.
Messi wins the World Cup, which is a great fairy tale story in itself. I mean, there's absolutely no chance of Haaland winning that. That goes without saying. So no, it's been a great season, but I think Haaland.
Okay, we'll talk about where he goes from here, because also Alvarez. Imagine how old is he? He's got to be 21, 22.
22, I think he is.
Did you just say 12 trophies? He's 23 and he's won 12 trophies. How many? Do me a favour as well. Find out how many Phil Foden's won as well, because those two. Imagine, but for Alvarez in one season, Ali, to win the World Cup and then 3 more trophies: Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. That's insane, isn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, 23 years of age, and
I think he's the first player to do it.
Is he?
I think he is. Yeah.
Wow.
Imagine.
I know it's difficult. It's very, very difficult to comprehend, get your head round. The only thing you would say, he would definitely be wanting more game time. That's for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I was just thinking, what could better it? Well, I suppose it could better it if it becomes like leading man, starts every game and stuff like that. It's not a bad place to start, though, is it? Wow.
No, it's fantastic.
Ballon d'Or should go to John Stones. What a player! Oh, Ali is so good, isn't he?
Brilliant.
So
Brilliant. As I say, I thought he was outstanding in the FA Cup final. Getting into that role in the middle of the park and then getting forward, things like that. He just looks so comfortable with it. I mean, he's transformed himself as a player, as a football player in general, and he's been excellent, absolutely excellent. As I say, couldn't be more impressed than I was in the FA Cup final in particular.
Yeah, and by the way, Phil Foden, also 23, also won 12 trophies, excluding the Community Shield. Oh my goodness.
TalkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods, Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the TalkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. TalkSPORT.